Hi everyone, and welcome to DataTamer. This program allows you to analyze, edit and copy your data. And while you've always been able to do this in Hilltop Manager, and you still can of course, DataTamer makes it a whole lot easier. DataTamer tracks any changes you make to your data and lets you compare your edited version to the raw data or anything in between. Edits are kept in a working file which is distinct from the raw data file and from the archive. This way you can review your changes at a later stage and see how the data has previously been altered. And DataTamer provides an audit trail of the changes that you make. Also in DataTamer, it's really simple to copy your data to the archive. You configure this in the Edit Options dialog, and once it's set, you don't need to go through this step each time you want to move data to the archive. There are three different views in DataTamer: this preview, the edit view, and the review, where you can compare your raw and edited data. To get started, you open a new file and tell DataTamer where and when you're interested in, and the software will copy the data into a working file, along with a month's worth of pre-existing data taken from the archive. We're looking at stage data for the Alphabet River crossword. On the preview, we have a variety of graphs, namely stage versus time here. This part in orange is the month of archive data. These are the default colours, but you have complete control over all the colours. This bar graph shows the quality codes. This graph, stage check versus time, shows where there is systematic variation over time, telling you if there is a drift in the measuring device. Stage versus check shows whether you have a wide or narrow stage change for your checks. A mixture of small and large is best. And the stage check versus stage graph indicates any problems with the recorder at high or low stages. Over here is a list of check data, and down here is a list that tracks everything that you've been up to with this file. This is really cool. You can click on a transaction and it will show you the current data with the data from that transaction. You can delete particular transactions or go back to a certain point and get rid of any edits that you've done since then. Let's have a look now at the editing page. You've got a graph of the data up top and a grid control with the data listed below. The archive data is shaded as it's read-only. This setup will look familiar to those of you who use Hilltop Manager, and it works in the same way. In addition to being able to edit data in the grid control, there are a number of other tools in this panel. You can do a ramp correction, change quality codes, do a gap fill, enter a range filter, and any points falling outside of this will be deleted. And you can add comments to your data. All of the comments that have been made for this set of data are listed over here. When you save your changes, you can choose to save your data as a working file. Working files are kept in the document store and will show up as green spots on graphs in Hilltop Manager. Double-clicking on one of these spots in Manager will open up the file in DataTamer. Alternatively, you can save your data to the archive by using the golden floppy disk. The last view in DataTamer is the review. In this graph, you can compare the raw data and edited data, and down here is a graph showing the deviation between the two. And that, folks, is DataTamer. Thanks for watching.